Hi fellows, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to stick around because today we're talking about something legendary. I guess you've played PUBG, maybe Fortnite, maybe even Valorant. These games gave you survival chaos, wild building battles, or flashy character abilities. But what if I told you all of them share the same father? One game that invented the tactical shooter. One game that filled internet cafes with noise. One game that shaped esports before most people even knew what esports was. That game is Counter-Strike. Today we'll dive into the rise and fall of Counter-Strike, from its humble beginnings as a Half-Life mod, to the heights of CSGO, to the struggles of CS2. Look at why it lost ground and explore why its legacy will never die. At its heart, Counter-Strike is simple. Two teams, terrorists versus counter-terrorists. The terrorists try to plant a bomb or hold hostages. The counter-terrorists try to stop them. But here's the catch. You only get one life per round. If you die, you wait until the next round. That means every peek, every shot, every decision has weight. Between rounds, players earn money. Win a round, you get more cash. Lose, you get less. You then buy rifles, pistols, grenades, and armor. Sometimes you're rich with AKs and AWPs. Sometimes you're broke, forced to fight with pistols in what's called an eco round. This economy system makes Counter-Strike more than just shooting. It's about strategy. Do we save money this round and hope to come back later? Or do we gamble everything now? Compared to shooters of the late 90s like Quake or Unreal Tournament, which were all about speed, rocket jumps, and respawns, Counter-Strike felt completely different. It was slower, it was tactical, and it was much closer to reality. That's what made it stand out. Counter-Strike began not as a full game, but as a modification of Half-Life. Two developers, Min Gooseman Lay and Jess Cliff, wanted to create a more realistic, military-style shooter. Min Lay had been inspired by tactical simulations and movies like Heat, while Jess Cliff helped with community building and map design. They weren't aiming for flashy graphics or big explosions. They wanted precision gunplay, team tactics, and the tension of one-life rounds. When they released the first version of the Counter-Strike mod in June 1999, it exploded. Internet forums went crazy. LAN parties started switching from Quake and Team Fortress to this little Half-Life mod. Just 1 year later, Valve saw the potential. They officially hired Min Lay and Jess Cliff, and Counter-Strike 1.0 released in 2000. Then Counter-Strike 1.6 released in 2003, CSGO, in 2012, and Counter-Strike 2 in 2023. If you lived in Asia, Eastern Europe, or South America during the early 2000s, you know what I'm talking about. Internet cafes were everywhere. Imagine rows of CRT monitors glowing in the dark, cigarette smoke in the air, and dozens of kids yelling, "Rush B" or "Plant the bomb." Counter-Strike 1.6, released in 2003, became the definitive version. For many, this wasn't just a game, it was a social phenomenon. Why did Counter-Strike rise so high? First, simplicity. Anyone could understand it. Shoot the enemy, plant or defuse the bomb, win the round. But beneath that simplicity was endless depth. Recoil control, spray patterns, grenade lineups, things you could spend years mastering. Second, maps. Dust 2, Inferno, Nuke, Mirage. These weren't just maps, they were battlegrounds every player memorized. You knew every corner, every angle, every smoke spot. Third, esports. Counter-Strike practically built competitive gaming. From early tournaments like CPL and ESWC to the modern majors, CS matches became legendary. And finally, culture. CS was everywhere. Frag movies on YouTube, montages with Linkin Park music, memes like Rush B No Stop. It wasn't just a game, it was internet culture itself. But no king rules forever. Formula fatigue. By the 2010s, the formula hadn't really changed. Same guns, same maps, same defuse mode. For veterans, it was timeless. For new players, it felt stale. Cheating. VAC, Valve's anti-cheat, just wasn't enough. Cheaters flooded public servers. For every clutch moment, there was a wall hacker ruining someone's night. Toxicity. Counter-Strike lobbies became infamous for insults, rage quits, and smurf accounts. Not exactly welcoming for beginners. Valve's silence. Riot Games talks to Valorant players weekly. Epic Games updates Fortnite constantly. But Valve? They said almost nothing, updating the game at their own slow pace. CS2's launch. Instead of feeling like a major leap forward, CS2 felt like a downgrade. Features missing, performance issues, and many veterans stuck saying, "Bring back Go." All of this made Counter-Strike feel old. So, is Counter-Strike dead? Not exactly. It still has millions of players. Esports majors still sell out arenas. And its core gameplay is still some of the most satisfying in shooter history. But the spotlight has shifted. From disciplined tactical rounds to chaotic battle royales. From CSGO's glory days to Valorant's flashy present. From dusty internet cafes to Twitch streams and TikTok clips. Counter-Strike's rise was legendary. Its fall was inevitable. But its legacy is eternal. Without Counter-Strike, there is no PUBG, no Valorant, no Fortnite, no modern esports. It was the father of tactical shooters, the game that turned cafes into battlefields, and the foundation of competitive gaming. And even if it's no longer the king, Counter-Strike will always be the father. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gaming breakdowns. This is Epic Runz, and I'll see you in the next one.